Chosen One Sunday Prophetic Warning. Pay attention, this message comes with urgency, clarity, and divine timing. Chosen One Sunday Prophetic Warning. Pay attention, the energy of this day is not ordinary. It carries weight, it carries signals. It carries guidance that cannot be ignored. When a specific moment is highlighted by Spirit, it is not by accident but by alignment. This is a call to listen beyond the noise, to sense beyond the surface, and to recognize what is being revealed. Sunday is not just a pause in the week, it is a portal, and this Sunday, something sacred is pressing on your spirit, asking for your awareness. Before we begin, I want to speak directly to you. Stay with me until the end of this message, because it has been shaped for you, and it will meet you where you are right now. This is part of a greater series designed to empower you manifest your wishes and align you with the energetic flow of the universe. So pause for a moment, breathe deeply, and then participate. Write your warmest wishes in the comments. Seal them with numbers of alignment. 99 and 777, these are not just numbers. They are markers of connection, symbols of faith, and reminders of the path you are walking. And don't forget to subscribe, because this family is growing stronger together. Each day a family walking the road of destiny, healing, and breakthrough now. Chosen One, let us enter the message. Sunday is a day that whispers loudly. If you are tuned in, while the world treats it as a day to slow down, Spirit treats it as a day to reset, to recalibrate, and to recenter. This prophetic warning is not one of fear, but one of preparation. You are being shown what to notice. You are being trained to pay attention to the subtleties that carry massive consequences. On this Sunday, there will be signals in conversations, in unexpected interruptions, in small delays, and even in quiet nudges within your heart. They may look insignificant, but they are carrying the weight of your next step. The prophetic warning is this: be alert to what looks ordinary, because hidden inside the ordinary is the extraordinary. The enemy works in distractions. Divine alignment works in subtle confirmations. If you move too fast, you will miss it. If you stay too distracted, you will ignore it. But if you pay attention, you will see that this day holds a turning point, disguised in simplicity. It could be a sudden conversation with a stranger, a phrase that lingers in your ear longer than expected, or a feeling that won't let you go. Do not brush these things off. Pay attention spiritually. Sunday is a threshold. You may feel tired. You may feel restless, or you may feel unusually heightened in sensitivity. That is because your spirit is on guard. It knows something is shifting. The prophetic warning is that a test of discernment is near. Not every door that opens is meant to be walked through. Not every opportunity that shows up is aligned with your destiny. Some doors are decoys. Some offers are distractions wrapped as gifts. You are being called to pause and listen for the deeper vibration behind what is presented to you. When Spirit gives a warning, it is not to frighten you, but to empower you. A warning means you are being trusted with foresight. That foresight is a gift that saves you from losses, heartbreaks, wasted years, and painful detours. This Sunday's energy is a test of alignment. Will you honor what you feel, or will you override it because of appearances? The prophetic warning is simple but powerful. Do not ignore what your spirit already knows. Many chosen ones struggle because they try to silence their inner knowing. They doubt themselves when others speak louder. They question their intuition when circumstances look shiny and inviting. But chosen one, this Sunday, you are being told to honor that deep knowing. Even if it goes against the surface level logic, your discernment is the most powerful compass you have. Trust it because it will not betray you. You may even feel pressure rising around you. People rushing you, circumstances demanding quick responses, or emotions pulling you to react. Pay attention, that pressure is not meant to break you. It is meant to slow you down, so you do not rush past the divine signal. This is the warning. Do not make permanent decisions in temporary emotions. Wait, breathe. Ask Spirit to show you twice what you feel once. Confirmation will come. This Sunday is also preparing you for what is ahead. If you pass this test of attention, you will find yourself stepping into clarity. That feels like a veil lifting. The fog that surrounded your decisions will clear. The uncertainty that made you anxious will dissolve. You will realize that by simply listening and paying attention, you saved yourself from traps that others fell into. This is the strength of a chosen one. Not that you avoid every storm, but that you know how to sense the shifts before they arrive. The prophetic warning is also about relationships. Be mindful of conversations this Sunday. Some words are seeds, some are poison. Some are keys. A careless word may reveal a hidden agenda. A kind word may carry a divine answer. Pay attention not just to what is said, but how it is said and how your spirit feels afterward. That feeling is your guide. And finally, remember, the Sunday's warning is not about doom. It is about destiny. You are being sharpened. You are being trained to hear what others ignore, to see what others overlook, and to act where others freeze. That is the mark of the chosen. Not that your life is without challenge, but that your awareness makes the difference. So, chosen one, carry this prophetic warning with honor. Stay awake, stay sensitive. Stay aligned. You listened. Once and the air around you changed. That's how alignment works. One act of attention opens a door to 10 new realizations. On this Sunday, treat your awareness like a lantern. You're carrying through a dim hallway. You don't need to light the entire building. To move forward, you only need the next 3 steps. What matters is not speed, but clarity. When you move with clarity, you conserve energy, you protect your heart, and you become sensitive to the whispers that guide you away from traps and toward assignments. Pay attention to the softest signals, the shift in your breath when a certain name appears on your phone, the sudden calm that arrives when you consider saying no, the way your shoulders drop when you tell the truth. These are not random sensations. They are instruments on your dashboard. There are 3 common voices that speak when you're deciding your path: fear, ego, and spirit. Fear is loud and rushed. It uses words like now or never, only chance and you'll regret it. Ego is sugary and theatrical. It promises applause, revenge, or an image upgrade, but rarely offers peace. Spirit is clear and grounded. It doesn't pressure, it invites. It will repeat the same simple sentence until you can't deny it anymore. Pay attention to the tone, not just the content. Ask yourself, does this voice make me small and frantic, or strong and steady? The answer tells you which door to close and which door to open. Use the 3 tests of discernment. First, the time test. Give big decisions at least 1 sleep cycle. What looks urgent at noon often turns ordinary by morning. Second, the truth test. If I took away the flattery, fear, and fantasy, what remains undeniably true? Truth survives subtraction. Third, the alignment test. Does this path honor my assignment, my values, and the kind of person I am becoming? Alignment rarely feels dramatic. It feels like exhaling if any test fails. Don't force a yes. Silence has already voted. Pay attention to patterns, not isolated moments. A red flag that appears once deserves caution. A red flag that appears 3 times is a message delivered, stamped, and signed. Patterns speak in repetition. Delays that keep saving you from the same door. Promises that come with the same fine print. Opportunities that only appear when you're exhausted and least able to think clearly. Reverse the pattern by changing 1 choice on Sunday. If you usually respond instantly, wait. If you usually shrink to keep harmony, tell the small truth kindly. If you usually dismiss your intuition, write it down and honor it for 24 hours. One altered move can collapse a cycle that's lasted years. Here are for signs to watch for repetition. The same sentence shows up in a song, a conversation, and a headline within a single day. Take note: friction. Every attempt to push something forward meets quicksand. Consider letting it go. Provision. The right path often brings small supports at the right time, an unexpected resource, a timely introduction, a suddenly freed hour on your calendar. Confirmation when you choose alignment. Peace follows you into the room. You can feel your nervous system sit down. None of these signs scream. They nod. Your job is to notice the nod. Guard the three gates: eyes, ears, and mouth. What you watch on Sunday becomes your weather on Monday. Choose content that strengthens, not content that drains. What you listen to trains your inner narrator. Be selective about who gets to define your situation. And your mouth is an architect. Words pour concrete for the week ahead. Speak with accuracy even in private. Say, I am learning, not I am lost. Say, this is heavy, but I am strong enough to carry only what is mine. Not everything is on me. The gates are not about perfection. They're about stewardship. Create a simple Sunday audit that takes 10 minutes. What gave me energy this week? What drained me? Where did I betray my knowing? Where did I honor it? What assignment is asking for my attention? In the next 7 days, keep the answers short and honest. The audit is not a performance. It's a mirror. Small weekly honesty prevents large monthly regret. Relational discernment matters. Someone can have beautiful words and incompatible patterns. Pay attention to consistency, not charisma. Does their follow-through match their promises? Do you feel safer or smaller after time together? Do you find yourself becoming a version of you that you don't recognize? Your nervous system keeps the receipts. Believe it and remember. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors with keys. You're allowed to adjust who holds a key. When confusion rises, shift the question. Instead of what do I do, ask who would I be if I were not afraid right now. Then act like that person for the next hour. Often the action is tiny: sending the clarifying message, postponing the meeting so you can think, cleaning the table so your mind can breathe, stepping outside to touch real air. Spiritual sensitivity does not cancel practicality. It upgrades it. Your soul wants a clear table, a hydrated body, a little sunlight, and a decision made without self-betrayal. Practice the pause before yes. Make it a ritual: hands open, shoulders relaxed, one slow inhale, one slow exhale. Then ask, is saying yes my way of abandoning myself? If the answer even trembles toward yes, you have your guidance. The opportunities meant for you do not punish you for needing clarity. The right rooms respect your nervous system. Some warnings come as resistance. Not every closed door is an attack. Many are protection. Pay attention to the flavor of the no. If the no arrives with shame and chaos, step back and stabilize before deciding. If the no arrives with relief and sudden spaciousness, say thank you and keep moving. Relief is a compass, pointing away from counterfeit paths. Design your Sunday like a sanctuary with 4 pillars: quiet, order, reflection, and preparation. Quiet means 10 minutes without input. Order means putting 3 things back where they belong. Reflection means writing 3 sentences about what you're learning. Preparation means choosing one priority that honors your assignment. This week, do not aim for a perfect day. Aim for a day that tells the truth about what you value. If you need a simple rule to carry, do not make lifetime vows to momentary feelings. Let the feeling inform you, not employ you. Feelings are messengers. They knock, they deliver. They leave. Your job is to sign for the package. Open it and handle what's inside wisely. And when the noise rises again, speak to yourself like someone you're responsible for protecting. I am allowed to take my time. I am allowed to listen twice and speak once. I am allowed to love people without lending them my future. I am allowed to outgrow what dimmed me. Paying attention is not paranoia. It is devotion to the path I'm assigned to walk. You do not need 1,000 signs to move forward. You need one clear yes in your spirit, one clean boundary, one honest sentence, one decisive step. Let this Sunday tune your inner instrument, so the week cannot knock it out of key. What you honor today will honor you back tomorrow. Keep your lantern lit. Keep your heart soft and your spine strong. Pay attention, chosen one, and the path will reveal itself as you move. Sunday is beautiful because it slows the world down to the speed of meaning everything that usually races. Deadlines, notifications, traffic expectations. Takes one step back, and in that slight quiet, you can finally hear your own life. You notice the way the morning light lands on the table. You notice the sound your breath makes when you are not trying to impress anyone. You notice that peace is not an achievement. It is a temperature you can set. Sunday reminds you that you can choose the setting. Sunday is beautiful because it is a threshold day. It stands with one foot in what was and one foot in what will be. And in that doorway, you get to choose what passes with you. You do not need a dramatic ritual to make the choice. You need a clean yes and a clean no. Yes to the habits that make you clearer, kinder, steadier. No to the patterns that always end in tightness, confusion, or apology on Sunday. Small switches have big consequences. You pivot a degree today and arrive miles away by Friday. Sunday is beautiful because silence gets loud enough to teach. You are not running to catch anything. You are standing still long enough to be caught by clarity. In that stillness, certain truths tap you on the shoulder. You have been braver than you admit. You have been more patient than anyone knows. You have been carrying things that are not yours to carry. You do not need a courtroom to lay them down. You need a chair by the window, a glass of water, and the decision to be honest for 10 minutes. Clarity grows where honesty sits. Sunday is beautiful because it turns ordinary tasks into spiritual maintenance. Folding laundry becomes a way of blessing your future self. Tidying the desk becomes a way of telling your mind that it deserves clean air. Preparing a simple meal becomes a way of feeding your assignment, not just your hunger. None of this is glamorous. And that is the beauty. The most transformative acts rarely ask for an audience. They ask for presence. Sunday is beautiful because it repairs your relationship with time. The week can make time feel like an enemy, scarce, slippery, stolen. Sunday slows it down and hands it back. You realize you do not need more hours. You need fewer leaks. The leaks are in over-promising, over-explaining, over-consuming. Patch one leak and watch energy return like a tide. You are not behind, you were simply scattered. Sunday gathers you. Sunday is beautiful because it teaches you how to listen to your body. Like a mentor, you will notice where your breath deepens and where it trips. You will notice the shoulders that rise at a certain name, the jaw that tightens at a certain task. Your body is not rebelling against you. It is debriefing you on Sunday. You take notes. The notes become boundaries. The boundaries become ease. Sunday is beautiful because memory and hope sit at the same table. You can look back without drowning and look forward without grasping. You can say that was heavy, and also I am not carrying it into tomorrow. You can say I learned this the hard way, and also I will live it the wise way. Now you can bless the road behind you without inviting every traveler back into your car. Gratitude closes old chapters without reopening old wounds. Sunday is beautiful because it reintroduces you to simplicity. The week multiplies options until you forget what matters. Sunday subtracts noise until you remember. Choose one priority for your week, the move that, if completed, would make everything else lighter. Put it where it cannot be stolen. A morning block on your calendar, a sticky note on your mirror, an alarm with a kind title. Let the rest orbit that single star. Sunday is beautiful because it softens ambition into devotion. Ambition often asks, how do I look while I do this? Devotion asks, who am I becoming while I do this? Devotion widens your chest and steadies your hands. It trades spectacle for stamina. On Sunday, you practice devotion by doing one brave, boring thing that your future will thank you for. Send the difficult email, organize the documents. Set the budget, book the appointment. These are love letters to tomorrow. Sunday is beautiful because it cleans your lenses. Most confusion is not lack of information. It is smudged perception. You have looked through other people's urgency, through old stories, through unhealed impressions. Wipe the lenses with 5 sentences. I am allowed to move at a human pace. I am allowed to ask for clarity. I am allowed to change my mind with new information. I am allowed to protect my peace without apology. I am allowed to want what I actually want. Read them aloud and watch the picture sharpen. Sunday is beautiful because it welcomes wonder back into the room. Wonder is the antidote to cynicism. It does not deny pain. It insists that beauty is also present. Step outside and look for 3 proofs of aliveness that cost nothing: a beam of light on a wall, a breeze that finds your face, a quiet corner that feels like a sanctuary. Wonder is not childish. It is how your spirit keeps color in a world that tries to turn everything gray. Sunday is beautiful because it offers rehearsal space for your values. You can practice being the person you claim to be when the pressure is low, so that when pressure returns, you have muscle memory. Practice truth in a small conversation. Practice rest without guilt. Practice generosity without audience. Practice saying no without a novel-length explanation. Practice choosing slow where you usually choose fast, and see how peace adjusts around you. Sunday is beautiful because it reminds you that protection and preparation often feel the same. The pause that kept you home was protection. The order you brought to your environment was preparation. The conversation you delayed was protection. The draft you wrote instead was preparation. You do not always need to know which one it is. In the moment, trust that both serve you. Sunday is beautiful because it hands you back your name. Not the labels given by pressure, not the roles you play for approval, but your steady, simple name. The one you can stand inside without performing. From here, your choices sound different. Your yes sounds like truth. Your no sounds like wisdom. Your silence sounds like strength. You are not trying to become someone impressive. You are returning to someone accurate. And Sunday is beautiful because it ends. Its beauty would fade if it never closed. The closing is the blessing. You get to take what is essential: clarity. Calm one priority to boundaries. A little wonder, and carry it into a week that will try to steal it. It will try, but you have rehearsed. You have decided, you have tuned the instrument. Tomorrow will be noisier, but you will be no less musical. When the week arrives with its demands, you will remember the slow room you built, the lenses you cleaned, the door you chose. This is why Sunday is beautiful. It teaches you how to live beautifully when Sunday is over.